So I got a photo shoot I'm going to do for the local town. It's like a little award ceremony for them, so they're having me come out and just take some photos for the people that are winning awards and all that kind of stuff. So I figured I'd take y'all along with me and discuss a few things like how I failed my goals and what to do after that. So let's jump quick into what I'm using. I know it's going to be a little iffy now because it's going to be a little dark. I've got my light here, and the reason it's the reason it's here is because I was trying to turn it on and it fell off the light stand. But anyway, that's not a big deal. But maybe we'll use that to get a little more light on what I'm taking. So I've got the 70 to 200 Sigma, I've got the 24 to 70 Sigma, and I've got the A7 IV, and then these are the Freewell magnetic filters. And as you can tell, I like Sigma because they're cheaper lenses as compared to like Sony lenses, and they do a great job. So hey, Sigma. And obviously the Action 4 that I'm filming this on, because I can throw it on top of the hot shoe mount and get some really cool BTS instead of taking the Pocket 3. It's easier with the Action 4 in my opinion, just because the size of it, and obviously some ND filters that we need for it. So let's go jump in the car and head down there. So this is it, and this is just the pavilion. They're doing it outside because they're getting some awards out. But the thing I noticed that I forgot, and I've never done this before, I forgot extra batteries, and I'm on like 35%. Fortunately, I just have to take photos, so it's super easy, and I got my camera turned off the whole time, but like, make sure to pack extra batteries, because I make sure I do that every single time. But today was one of those days with work, and then running out here to do this quick, I forgot to pack them. So use this as a reminder, pack extra batteries, or think of other ways you can do it. Maybe you have a USB-C charger and a USB power pack or something like that, so that way you can charge your battery. But now I'm on 35% and I'm just praying it's enough. Small council meeting, so it's nothing that's a big deal, but you know, it's fun to record these things and vlog them and show, you know, the kind of work you're doing. I guess me doing a video on failing and then talking about how I have almost no battery works perfect. So take advice from it, learn from my mistakes, and don't be like me. Now normally I would just run home, grab another battery, because I'm only like 2 minutes down the road, but I didn't leave as early as I wanted either, just because of work. So now I'm suffering the consequences of having to worry, keep my camera off and that kind of stuff. So they have budget set aside for people to come and do this kind of stuff. They have the budget for you to come take photos for different council meetings, for different events, but it's a client a lot of people overlook. You might just want to send an email quick to your city administrator and see if you can get some work with me. So it's one of those things, like you can see back there, it's super easy, right? Like doing this kind of work takes me like 50 minutes to an hour, make a couple $100 off of it, but we all fail. I did on this shoot today, right? Might have missed some shots, might have missed whatever, but it's not letting that failure get to you, right? Like me not doing, and it's not letting, it's like, you just don't let that failure get to you. My keys are dead too, so this is just one of those days. But it's also all those little things that build up to, right? The key for my car being dead, so I got a manual unlock, which isn't really that big of a deal. My battery's almost being dead, you know, it being hot out, and all that, right? It's all that, and then like me not posting that video, it all kind of gets into your mind, and you're like, what's the point? It's a bunch of stress that you don't really need because I'm just doing this for fun. Then you learn from this. I can get better at making sure I grab my batteries and making sure I do post my videos once a week like I want to, and things like that. There's all those little things that can build up in your mind. You kind of have to like not let it build up in your mind and remind yourself, like, when it comes to doing this, it's just for fun, right? It may go somewhere, it may not, but you're doing it for fun. So if you don't post once a week, it's not that big of a deal. You know, if you post every other week, you just do it while you can, when you can. And yeah, having a video on the back burner just in case is really nice. So that way you're like one step ahead of everything. It's like a job, right? Depending on your job, because if you stay ahead of it, when something big comes up or you got to leave work early or whatever, you won't fall behind. So it's the same thing with this. It's like, how can I this week make a couple videos and not fall behind? And I have some ideas, right? I have some vlogs, I have some sponsored videos I'm gonna do, and it's all those kinds of things that, you know, go in your mind and you're like, all right, let's do this. Let's knock this out quick. And you think of different ways to do videos, right? Not everything has to be this picture perfect got to make this really cool B-roll, all that. It can be a vlog video like this where I just talk for a couple minutes, show some stuff. People watch it, cool. And if they don't, it's not a big deal because it's just for fun. But it's still in my mind, I can have that, oh, I did post this week, I didn't miss it. So that's why I'm going to try to start doing more vlogs and having those reviews. And those ones might take longer because the B-roll, talking about it, trying to get everything right. But some of these vlogs, you don't need to necessarily have all this in the video. It can just be me driving in the car talking and stuff like that. And you kind of have to remind yourself, like I have to remind myself, that's okay. But if you made it this far, I appreciate your time, because let's be honest, you could be watching way more cool people, but you're here with me as I go home to have dinner. So y'all have a good one, and I will see you in the next video.